Hi everybody, I promised you Weight Loss Wednesday. We would talk about 2 oils, and I asked you to find out some basil oil and some orange oil, but I wouldn't tell you why. So this week we're going to focus completely on mindset, because no matter how many mince pies you've chucked out, it's not going to be just down to the food and the exercise that you do. It's the mindset to be able to stick with it. So we're going to work on that to begin with. And I was really keen that I wanted to do something slightly different, because there's lots of oils that will help you burn fat, and we will get to that over the weeks, but I'm not going to be focusing on the physical body at all at the moment, because I'm a bit bored with people just going stick something on the skin, because this is aromatherapy, and aromatherapy affects the mind, and the mind affects the body. So let's start by just using aromatherapy, no topical usage, for a week. Let's see how we get on. So I've picked basil and I've picked orange for very special reasons, really, because have you got a network of friends that you always rely on, and different ones have different personalities, and sometimes you might think, I'm feeling so sorry for myself, I just need such and such, because I know she'll cheer me up because she's so kind, and she'll listen, and she'll cuddle me, and she'll say, oh, it's really bad, and that's orange oil. But there is also basil oil, who goes, well, it's bad, but stop thinking about it and get on with it. So hopefully you've got your basil oil out, and I'm going to suggest to you to go to the supermarket and get a basil plant, right? Because what we're going to do is we're going to condition the brain to behave itself a little better by anchoring in memories, thought processes. So for example, each day I have been walking in the morning, and the dog is very happy because we've been walking for miles, and just a little bit of basil oil. I've put it on a sticking plaster, you know, just like an elastoplast, to put it there, and I've stuck it to my coat, so I must look like a nutter, to be honest with you, but you can't smell it on my aroma pendant through my big coat, so I've stuck it there. But you can put it on your scarf or whatever if it's cold. I know most places are pretty cold at the moment in the States, in England, and of course Australia. You can stick it on your bra. So we're going to use the basil oil. Now, while I've been walking, I've been focusing on doing a walking meditation. So what's a walking meditation? Well, it's focusing my energy on the different parts of the body as I move. So research shows that actually if you put attention to a certain part of the body, it automatically makes it work harder. I mean, that's fascinating, isn't it? So what I've been doing is I've been saying, right, okay, as I walk out the door, right, I'm thinking about my feet. My feet are engaging with the earth, and I can feel the energy of the earth coming up, and remembering the relationship that I have with trees, and how the oxygen that they provide me gives me life source. I throw out carbon dioxide, and that feeds them. So we have this symbiotic relationship all of the time, and in so doing, I'm reminding my body that I'm going to have that same relationship with basil. The basil's going to support and sustain me. And as I walk, I start to think about my ankles, and my poor old ankles are working very hard because of my fat bum at the moment. So I'm emotionally wrapping my ankles in golden light, thinking, right, okay, thank you for everything that you're doing for me, ankles. I'm going to make your life a lot easier. And you can say thank you to basil for doing that. And basil is not only antidepressant and uplifting, but it's also anti-inflammatory. So if I do sprain my ankle or do any of those things, the golden light will remind me, right, use your basil oil to calm that inflammation. Bringing the attention up into the calves. Right, I'm thinking about the circulation that's going up and through my body, and how my exercise that I'm doing is really pumping the body, the blood around the body, and helping with my poor old heart. All this weight, I need to get rid of it and support my heart. But the lymphatic system, you might find some of you have got swollen ankles, and that's because the circulation in the body of the heart runs on the heart. It's got a pump, but the lymphatic system doesn't have a pump. It relies on your moving and your muscle tone. So as we're walking, right, okay, we're invigorating the lymphatic system as well. So all of this, I'm sniffing the basil oil, I'm remembering it as I'm focusing it and doing it every day, reinforcing, reinforcing, reinforcing. Okay, so keep marching, keep marching. Thinking about those knees. What are we doing to the knees? Well, it's my fat bum again, but what about if it's aching and feeling stiff? Well, that might indicate some kind of inflexibility in the way that I'm running my life. So if we've got pains in our knees, and let's move our attention down and think about it. Right, how flexible am I being in my life? Okay, thinking about it, moving the energy up to the thighs. Well, we're pumping that lymphatic system, aren't we? We're moving it, we're boosting immunity, but we're getting rid of the cellulite, moving it up to the bum, and then we're going into the pelvis and the pelvic chakra, and feel the strength in the pelvis. I mean, it supports your whole back, but it's the centre of your sexuality. How much attention and thought are you giving to that? Right, let's let the basil energy invigorate the pelvis area. And if you read my Sweet Basil book, you'll know that she's no little sweet thing at all. She's a saucy minx, and she's very sexy. So right, so we're going to invigorate that area. That's nice. And then we're moving up. Solar plexus. Right, solar plexus. Solar plexus is about the trust we have in the world and how we feel about ourselves. How are we feeling about that? Right, let me ask you, how are you pulling your tummy in? Are you floating your energy up? Think about the ballet dancers who pull up. It's like a string through the head. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Right, as we're thinking about the solar plexus, we're walking with a straight back and a supported core, and we're working on that lovely posture. Think about the medicine of the basil. Focus on the basil, focus on your core, focus on the basil, focus on the core, taking it up to the heart. Not only are we physically helping our heart, but heart chakra medicine, if we're thinking about the heart chakra, we're releasing the pains that we have, and we're sending out love into the area. Send it out, send it out. We're feeling good. Let the body let the rest of the world feel some of it. Send it out. Moving up. Basil is throat chakra medicine in a big way. So anyone who's got coughs and colds, particularly coughs, basil is fantastic because it helps you to express. What are you expressing? What does this diet mean to you? Get it straight in your head as you're thinking, right, what are the benefits to you of losing that weight? Think about it, hold it in basil. Right, we're going up, we're going to the sinuses, which are great, and we're here. Third eye, pineal chakra. All right, so as we're thinking, right, this is a meditation when all said and done. Oh, has spirit got anything to tell me? Have I got anything that I should be thinking about? Things upset me? Do I want to concentrate on something creative? Right, let basil do it. This is your quiet time. This is the time that things click. And then lastly, we're going up, we're walking, we're walking, we're walking. We've pushed the energy up. And we're going to push it, remember, with a string for the ballerina. Imagine that energy pulling up from the floor all the way up through the top of your head, and you're connecting with consciousness. Right, so I did that very quickly, but actually to do it really well, it's taken me about 20 minutes full walking to focus and be able to hold those pictures in my brain. So, walking meditation. Now, here's the trick. If you have been to the supermarket and you've got your basil plant in the kitchen, ideally a couple of sprigs in the fridge, open the fridge, what happens? Your body goes, Yeah, no, but I'm thinking about my heart. No, oh, no, I'm thinking about my pelvis, I've got to think about those knees. And you're getting that reminder. We're not doing that anymore. We're not going to put biscuits in our face. We're not going to shove cheese in, because Basil's going, no, remember, you put that hard work in. So this is true aromatherapy. We're affecting the brain by using and anchoring using the basil oil. Now you can do a very, very similar thing. Make it up as you go along. Make it up as you go along with the orange. But I tell you what, I've been using orange because I don't need to be cosseted. I mean, that might be the way that you respond. I need a manager. So this is my manager. But if you feel like you need to be cosseted, then orange is the one that says, oh, but it's beautiful outside and the sun's shining and we can feel that wind. And, oh, my goodness, think how great you're going to feel. Think how amazing you'll look. And there she is. And orange is all about feeling attractive. If you think about Chinese medicine, and even Chinese weddings, they carry orange blossom. They put oranges into the water to make themselves feel more beautiful. And actually on Makeup Monday, I don't know if you're doing Makeup Monday, this was the tip. We're using orange. So I've been using 3 drops of orange in my bath at the end of the night. Now, it's not as restful as some other oils. And actually later on in another video, we'll talk about the importance of rest. But this really helps me think you are a lot more, you look great actually. You might not feel great, but you are. And it's really special. So we've got it, basil managing, orange sustaining and nurturing and actually namby-pambying you. So let me know how you get on. Check in next Wednesday. Next Wednesday you need some ginger oil and some rose oil. So if you can't afford the essential oils, we could go geranium essential oil, I think. Ginger, get it out. Powdered ginger is beautiful. Fresh ginger. So we're going to be integrating those into the day. We're going to be using them aromatically, and we may just actually use some of those on the body too. So there you go. Weight Loss Wednesday. Incidentally, I haven't done any dieting, and I've lost 2 pounds in a week. So, and I ate some Christmas cakes. Sorry, I did. It's in the cupboard. But I did lose 2 pounds, so come on. Get to it. Let's see what you can do. See you next week.